What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classic Line blog. You know I want to say God bless America when I'm standing beside the American flag. And I just want you guys to thank you so much for all your well wishes on, I'm telling my birthdays, passings of my family, this channel, buildings, new construction, old construction, rentals. Listen, the best is yet to come. Thank you so much for the 10 years on this channel. And I just want to thank you for all the things that you guys have contributed to my life and that I contribute to yours. And so listen, I hope this year can be even better, and I hope you grab the book, All Roads Lead to Real Estate. We're talking about digital real estate, online to the real dirt in your hand, and we'll have lots of good commentary inside that book to help you navigate. How can you grow in this economy and also grow and play Monopoly in real life for you and your family? You guys, this doesn't have to be the worst time in our economy. It can be one of the best if you make a decision and move forward in your life. This is your girl, Erica. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Erica, Classic Line blog. This is real quick. I'm getting ready to run out. I got a little timer so I don't get late to where I'm got to go. But I want you to understand, no spoilers. The best part of the movie, as far as a cultural moment, was cornbread at the door. And they like, why can't you bring your big ass in here? You know, what are we here to do, cornbread? I'm not trying to spoil it for y'all. He's like, and because he was already taken over, all the blackness, all the stereotypical black comments that would come out of your brown person mouth were gone. He was controlled by the vampire. Okay? So he's like, to get along. Like, it sounded so out of place and so weird that they look at him like, what the hell wrong with you? And that's how I look at some folks. What the hell wrong with you? How did you get this far outside the circle? How did you get this far outside of common sense and things that make sense to you? Right? You have to ask people sometimes, like, how'd you come to that conclusion? How is that your answer? Are you listening? Are you reading? Things I posted today about Shador Sanders. We had people not even reading, not even watching the video. First thing they do is comment, y'all making this a race thing. Sir, we never said it was a race thing. There are plenty of black people who are millionaires. There's always been a black wealthy class in America. Y'all don't like that. Y'all think they're arrogant. 2-parent home kids. We've always had that. Y'all, the reason women run around like, I'm married. See how special that is? Because back in the day, everybody was married. 90% of the community was married in the 1950s and 60s. Everybody was married. It was just, how was the husband treating you? Okay. How was your family treating you? And so now these people, when something's in less demand or isn't as popular, that's all that person has as identity. Look, girl, I'm married. Look, girl, see, you'd be like, all right, what else about you? You cannot forget how to talk to people. The number one way that y'all will ever make money, that you will ever get anywhere in life, any way you will do, is how you speak to people. Again, this is not a spoiler. One twin was about that action, and one twin was a gift of gab. And in life, you're going to need a combination of community to get you through to where you're going trying to go. I mean, some people are like, well, I'm just going to get this money and I'm going to go over here and do that. And then they have to some way work their way back to ask for help. I feel you. I hear you. Been there, done that. You're going to need people on the journey. And the second part is you're going to need to learn how to talk to people. A lot of y'all think I'm going to get on these computers. I'm going to text my way to success. I'm going to get around how the traditional methods of anywhere in America, outside of America, South America, Russia, any of these countries, you're going to have to open your mouth and do this. This is why we used to fly salesmen across the world, Japan, all these places, to talk to people. But what is something they needed? They need to be able to communicate in the language of those people. They need to be able to communicate in a way that both people understand and get the gist of something. So when cornbread came to the door, I immediately started laughing because he was no longer himself and could not communicate, because the vampires talked to him, couldn't communicate in a way that made sense for them to let him into the door. All right. That's not a spoiler. There's been plenty of spoilers online. Y'all been had time to go watch this movie. At the end of the day, what I want people to understand is today, what you watch is all these black people running around like, humble that black man, humble him, because that's internally how they feel. Because last time I checked, any black church, any person that's ever grown up in any church, we always saying, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I know that's also in the movie. I'm not ruining anything for y'all, but we used to sing that song. What's happened to you mentally that you've gone out in this world and you can't let your light shine? What's happening to you emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially in a country that you feel broken, that you feel beat down? Go see the movie, man. Go see it today, man. Go see it today. Go. Don't wait another day. Well, it's late now, but go see it tomorrow. Stop stalling. Again, we always ask why aren't quality movies being made, because we don't go watch them. That's why. You want to wait till it come on streaming. It's gonna be $24. It's $12 at the movie theater. I'm saving you $12 right there, right? So part of what I want people to understand is, when I do these videos, when I do these things, I'm very passionate. I have a lot of energy because I have the little light inside me, and I'm going to shine it all the way through. I'm going to talk about my family. I'm going to talk about opportunities. I'm going to talk about ways to generate money so that you're not at the becking call and bending knee of somebody putting their foot on your neck, somebody treating you like crap, somebody abusing you in a marriage and you can't leave because you don't have any other skills. You're just a really good cook and a great mom. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a great identity to have, but you should be in a country that is built like this. You're telling me there are women coming across the border and they somehow have managed to work and cook and clean and scrub floors and still have somewhere to stay and do okay in America. We cannot let American born people have the out of saying, well, it's just so hard. America's so expensive. And it's really a math equation in reading. And the reason so many people can get offended and assaulted and, oh, I'm gonna go out here and carry on is because, right? Is because you're not reading. You're not reading, and you're not allowing yourself a way to have a way out, a way to fight. How can you fight if you got your hand tied behind your back? You're not reading. You don't have a skill, right? They're making fun of these young YNs breaking in these Kia cars, but dang, they at least know how to get to the mechanical part of the car. It's like, if we can get them to the other part of the journey of fixing the cars, then we would be doing something. Okay, right? But this is, again, how do you talk to people? How do you communicate? The reason inside the land grab course, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are going to have better experiences than me or other people, is because y'all know how to talk to these people. Y'all be living in some of these places and y'all know how to talk to people better than I would. I don't know how to talk to somebody from Mississippi in some parts of Mississippi. I don't know how to talk to some people in some parts of East Texas that to me come off racist. I don't always know how to talk to people in some parts of Florida, some parts of South Carolina, some parts of Tennessee. You're going to do better than me. And that's okay, because that's how those things work, right? A lot of people are teaching y'all just to send mail and do this stuff. No, they really got to be honest with y'all. It's about talking to people. You're solving people's problem. That's what you're really doing. You're solving people's problem, whether you like it or not. You're asking them, how can you help? What's the deal? Are you ready to let this go? And it just depends on who they're talking to. There's been people sell a property to somebody else just because they like the way they talk to them. We had a lady that we called her, and her brother had just had heart surgery. Well, you know what? We're so sorry that your brother had heart surgery. We'll give you a call back in maybe 2-3 weeks when everything calms down. It's not that serious for me to hound you on the phone. Your brother just had heart surgery and you got to sign some paperwork. I mean, unless you need the money, we can make a call back. And I'm not even the big call person. The people I work with are call people, right? I'm eventually get to them. Are they ready to go now? I can finish out the conversation. That's what I want you guys to understand. Like, no matter where you go on this planet, if you're in Asia, if you're overseas, you're going to have to talk to people. They just deported this woman. Again, all the people that they're deporting are people who've been selling drugs, getting in trouble for stuff. They just deported this Jamaican who had kidnapped somebody, did 15 years in jail, came out selling drugs some more, and then got deported to Jamaica. And they like, oh, shame on them. He been here since he was 21 years old. He in his 40s, still selling drugs, still doing goofy stuff in New York. He could have been moved to Virginia, North Carolina, worked multiple jobs, and been straight as a Jamaican living in America. But he want to do the New York sell drug thing, they're going to put you out. And they're like, oh, I'm so nervous for him. Don't be nervous for him. He going back home. He'll be able to talk his way through all the people he has at home. Same thing, they got a woman, she's Laotian. She don't even know her own culture, her own, language. They dropped her off in Laos. She's like, I got diabetes. I got this. Baby, trust me, you can go to any pharmacy and show them the medicine that you take. And they're going to be able to translate with the translation on the phone and figure out how to get you more medicine. Because guess what? It's your life or death. When you figure out that, hey, All these people saying they going homeless, they going evicted, they losing their jobs. They're going to figure out real quick how to start talking to people. They're going to figure out real quick how to what? Communicate, because they need something. Don't get to a point where you need something, so now you have to communicate. Man, I'd spent 4 hours speaking to multiple people in my business, out of my business, over here, because guess what? I don't want to wait till the last minute to need something and try to reach out to people, because people don't want to hear that. They don't, right? But you should be working on your craft and your skills so much that you don't have to. It's like you can just turn the light switch on. Boom, 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 let's go. But that's the problem. A lot of y'all don't want to follow up with people. You want to do something on your own on an island. That's cool. Good luck. Last I checked, this world, this country is run by families. Families will have to work with each other. They'll have to interact with each other. They'll have to partner up. Again, examine where your family members are in time as well, though. I want to be very clear. Your family members are over 55 to 75. They're looking to reduce expenses and live comfortably, extremely comforted. If you have a family member that's maybe 28 to, I say 48, they're in a grind up, acquire mode. You need to figure out who you're talking to and what is their ultimate desire. If somebody has kids going to college and they need money, now you're talking to somebody who needs what? To figure out new ways to bring in and generate money. These are very simple concepts. I don't want y'all to lose sight of what the overall point of this channel or any of these channels online are. People are coming here to talk to you to make money. They ain't coming on here talking about women's all day just because. I don't know. That's, some of those people are weird. But at the end of the day, I want you to understand, if you cannot speak the language of the people you're trying to work with, you're going to have a hard time. That's whether you're a Catholic priest and it's the Indian children at the schools, whether you're an outreach person right now. A lot of people they're angry that rappers and musicians get all this media shine to talk to young kids. I get that. I understand. It's very frustrating. But you can't be developed over here and want to speak to the hood. That just isn't what it is. You got to use who you have to use. You got to use somebody to be the spokesperson to kind of work your way into talking to those kids. That's what it's going to have to be. And people don't want to hear that because they think, no, the kids should listen because I'm very accomplished. Don't mean they will. You just got to know who you're talking to. You got to know who you're talking to. A lot of times y'all want people to hear you out, and you got to figure out who you're talking to. That's the best part. You just got to figure out who you're talking to. Who are you talking to? What's your audience? What do they want? We get on here every day telling people what we want, and a woman, and a this, and a life, and a truck, and a car, and okay, what does the person in front of you want? That's the real goal. What do they want? What are they looking for? If you can figure that out, if you can spend some time listening and hearing what they want, y'all will make money forever. You hear me? You'll make money forever. You'll help people forever. One monkey won't stop your show, and you'll keep it pushing. Okay? Because at the end of the day, most people want a nice house, nice car. They don't want to work too hard, extremely hard. As you can see, they want to spend their afternoons looking at Netflix and chilling. That's what they want to do. Okay? So now that you know that about people, they want to do a little bit of work. If they got to do it, they want to do it. Or if you could convince them they're only going to do a lot of work for 5-6 months, they'll do that. Right? It's the same thing with over-road drivers and people working in the oil fields. They don't want to do that forever. It's exhausting. So, long story short, what are we here to do, cornbread? For y'all that are here on this channel, you're watching, you're listening, we're here for people, working professionals, to be able to make money, invest their money, and live well. We're here for working professionals to be able to buy real estate, buy land, and keep growing, because every day I can show y'all hundreds of videos of people who leave corporate America. They leave McKinsey and them. They leave these $250,000, $300,000 year jobs to go invest in real estate. They go invest in businesses. Because guess what they know? They know most of y'all are just going to keep showing up to work. They buy this business. It don't matter if the owner sells the business tomorrow. You're going to keep showing up to work because you need the check, right? So a new owner comes into your company tomorrow. Guess what? You're going to put on your best shirt, your best slacks. You're going to show up to work on time. You're going to be at your desk because you just heard they sold the company. We already know that's how people work. So what are we here to do? Who are you talking to? Treat yourself like you treat that job. Treat yourself like you want to be treated. Right? A lot of people say, well, they're going to respect me because A, B, and C. Like age, height, all that stuff. Nobody cares about that. It's usually an exchange of what can you do for them. Okay? So look, I didn't mean to waste your time too much tonight. I just want to say that because I think a lot of times people think they're going to figure out a way to get around having to talk to people. You can't run enough ads that you get away from having to talk to people. You can't run enough Google ads and YouTube video ads to get away from having to talk to people. You cannot do everything online permits wise. You're still gonna have to go down to the city and talk to people. You want to do entitlements? You want to talk to people? Yeah, you got to talk to people. You want to get around? Oh, I'm introverted, Erica. That don't matter. You ain't introverted when it's time to pay that rent, and you ain't introverted when it's time to go eat at a dinner. You got to pay. You all of a sudden, hey, this bill wrong. You real unintroverted then. So let's stop that introvert. I'm an introvert, Erica. You don't understand. Introvert does not allow you to have bad communication skills. We have to stop allowing people to say, well, I'm introverted, or I got the tisms, I got the autisms. That's why I can't know how to talk to people. No, that's not going to work. Because if that cop comes out with that gun up and tell you put your hands up, you lose all tisms and throw your hand up, don't you? Because it's life or death. Just being honest with y'all. A lot of y'all don't understand. It's life or death for some of y'all because you're letting time slip. Right? Like be aware. Be self-aware. Some of y'all be in y'all 50s and 60s and acting like, well, Erica, this. I'd be like, baby, what you talking about? You might be here to 80, depending on how you eating, how you living, the money you're making, the healthcare you're getting, but you might not. Let's get to it. What are we here to do, cornbread? We here to get along, right? We're here to really make our whatever money we trying to make. Let's go make it. We can't blame Donald Trump. I'm telling y'all, in 2 years, that Donald Trump complaining, it's been 100 days. We coming up on 100. It ain't been 100 days yet, but and y'all, it's already old to me. Hearing people like, I lost the job because of Trump. Man, you lost your job because it was already in the pipeline to lose it. It wasn't yours. This is why they're saying, why is the unemployment numbers low? Why? Because people know common sense at this point. Instead of me sitting at the house trying to fill out a paperwork so I can get paid from unemployment, I might as well go hop in the car and do some Uber. I might as well go hop in and do something. You know what I'm saying? I might as well keep it moving because guess what? They don't care if my kids got to eat tomorrow. They don't care if my kids need food. Me trying to wait on the government to give me some paper they may or may not give me, that's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game. A lot of y'all really have to understand, like, you need to build up your war chest. And if you cannot build it up financially with stocks and bank CDs and other stuff, you need to build it up with skills. You need people to, when the phone ring, oh yeah, I heard you could do this, girl. Yeah, girl, I can do that. Let me get on over there. You may not know how to do it, but you better find somebody that can. That's why when my friends were like, man, you're a super connector. You know a lot of people, because I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm begging somebody to give me a job. I'm begging somebody to help me. I'm begging somebody, hey, can I get this money? Nah, I've helped enough people. I've given enough money. I've put enough money in people's pockets that if I ask, I do get it back. And that's how I've always looked at life. I've done enough for people, from my family to my friends to business associates. If I ask, I usually get it. Okay, yeah, Eric, you need some help? No problem. Boom, we're back. I don't want you to be stuck in that position though, hoping somebody pays you back, hoping somebody helps you out. I want you to be in a position where you can just go pull your credit card out and swipe your credit card. That's what I want for you. I want you to have that opportunity. And if you realize when we talk about the land grant class and all this stuff, it's really just, if you look around your city, there's money all over your city. There you go. We all get the same 24 hours. No time complaining. I'm telling you. There's no reason. So listen, I gotta go. Gotta get in here. You guys have a wonderful evening, and hopefully this other movie won't suck. It's a double movie night. It is what it is. You guys have a great night. Good luck. You're here to talk to people. Figure out how you can talk to more people a day. As long as you're able to talk to some people, you're always able to access some more money. Good luck, everybody.